Yo! Woo! It'd be fair to say that I am absolutely hanging. Last night was another one of those special lockdown exclusive Zoom calls with my sister and my brother-in-law. By the way, where does the time go when you are merrily making your way through a bottle of gin, looking at your laptop, chatting with people? Is it just me, or is it like you start these things at 8:30 and then you're having to peel yourself away from the screen at like 1 a.m? And I'm thinking back at it now, it's mental. If anybody's done this, I'm sure you'll agree. It is frightening how quickly the time goes on those calls, and also how much booze you can put away. So here we are. And this is going out on Monday, actually. So maybe I've gauged the energy of the nation correctly today by recording this video. But I just want to spend today's episode by simply saying fair play to the guys who stepped in for me last week. What a great series of videos. I loved it. It really made me realise how this thing works, this inspiring each other, this helping each other. I did an episode on, if you want to make a difference, inspire those around you, start small, I think I called it, be selfish, inspire people. And watching the lads last week and speaking to them before and after they recorded those episodes, and recognising how their videos made me feel and how their videos gave me a little push, a little something to think about. And then hearing them say that they thought about it, and it made them really analyse themselves, and then they were really pleased with themselves when they got the video done, so they overcame that fear, and how it's almost like a form of therapy. It's almost like a form of therapy, I spoke to Greg about his internal GPS system, and I spoke to him on Friday, and he said, it's never been so switched on because he spent the time to tell others about it. And there's a really important message there. I think to inspire and educate others, it's a selfless act, but it brings such benefit to the individual who's taking the time to help. So today's episode is dedicated to those 4 guys. I'm sure you'll agree, they did an amazing job. I know from the feedback and the interaction that the vast majority of you guys enjoyed a little break from me, and also really enjoyed and loved getting somebody else's take on some subjects which we haven't been covered. So that was great. I just want to go through each of those videos, and I just want to pick out one little thing that really resonated with me from each of them. So Martin, you stepped up first, delivered a great video on the art of the sale. The views went up as soon as you arrived, so clearly people, were desperate for somebody with hair to step up to the plate. And, you said a lot of sensible things, mate. And the one thing that really resonated with me was you knowing about those cats and those dogs when you go into these people's houses. And listen, some people are saying that's like a tricky sales tactic. That's nonsense, absolute nonsense. That's being good at what you do. That's putting effort in to excel at what you do. But also what that is that's also getting people to like and trust and know you. That's where the magic happens. Getting people to buy into you and feel a connection with you. And when that happens, good things follow, okay? And Dan Maynard stepped up and told what, on the face of it, is a really shitty, terrible story. And they all came out smelling of roses. And Dan, you said something that you thought I'd said. But when I heard you say it, I was like, I didn't say that. If I did, I don't remember saying it. And it was this, I've written it down. You said, it's how you react to a situation. It's how you react to a situation which will determine if it has a positive or a negative effect on your life. Yes, mate. Correct. Every situation can be turned into a positive. James DeWarn stepped up, smashed it out of the park. Thank you for taking the time to do that. The whole premise of your video was, if it is to be, it's up to me. Say no more. That little saying actually got me out of bed last week. That has really stuck with me. You know, that's now in me a little bit like, your energy is a gift and don't negotiate with your inner bitch. If it is to be, it's up to me. True, true words. And Greg Downey stepped up with his speakers and his decks in the background, looking all cool, making my background look shit. And Greg spoke about, you know, a lot of things, internal GPS and how you've got to trust yourself and how you've got to follow that inner voice. But the one thing that Greg said, which I want to emphasize today and then dedicate a video to tomorrow, is taking a leap, making a decision and going for it. Irrespective if it's sad, scary, terrifying, you've got to take a leap. You've got to switch things up every now and again. When you come to those crossroads, you've got to take the path less traveled. And tomorrow's video is all about change and trying new things and how important that is on this journey to success. So catch up tomorrow. Thanks again to the boys last week. Definitely going to bring in another week at some point in the future because I enjoyed the rest. Cheers, guys. Have a good day.